Melanie looks at you expectantly. "Well, aren't you going to help me move the wardrobe?" she says impatiently. "No," you reply swiftly, looking down the hall. "What?" she stammers desperately. "I need your help." You look down at her. "And you will have it. I'm going to get my sword first, though. If what you say is true about some creature being down there, then I'm not risking it." Melanie looks at you with clear frustration drawn on her face. "Fine, have it your way. I'm hiding in the wardrobe until you get back. Knock on the door twice when you arrive so I know it's you." With that, you speed down the hallway while Melanie climbs into the wardrobe. Speeding in between halls, you can feel the key and ring jangling and knocking together in your pocket, while the armfuls of food you had taken from the dinner feel ready to slip at any moment. Soon you start to see familiar signs and landmarks as you reach your room. Carefully maneuvering your hands so as to not drop the large amount of food you carry, you open the door to your room and dump the food on your bed and let out a nasty cough. You had nearly almost forgotten about the hacking cough that ails you since you entered the coven, but the running has brought it back. Grabbing your sword from the nightstand, you make to leave the room and see your satchel. With a quick motion, you swipe it from the dresser and are back on your way out of the room and down the hall. Halfway back through the halls, you stop as you are hit with a nasty coughing fit. It feels like you are hacking out your lungs. And just when you feel you are about to spew bile, the coughing fit ends, and you take a slower yet brisk walk down the halls. "Open the wardrobe! I know she's in there!" You hear a familiar voice shrieking from down the hall where the wardrobe is, the same wardrobe you left Melanie in. You peek around the corner and see her, Mistress Lorraine. But not just Mistress Lorraine. On both of her sides are two women wearing long black silken gowns and strange, large cone-like headdresses. The women give off a feeling of horror that fills you with unease. The two strangely dressed women make to open the cupboard, and you move forward towards Mistress Lorraine. "Mistress!" you shout down the hall. As you do this, Mistress Lorraine looks over at you, while at the same time, and very much to your dismay, the two strangely dressed women open both the doors to the wardrobe, and Melanie comes tumbling out, necklace in hand. Mistress Lorraine's head spins between you and Melanie for a few seconds, as if she can't tell whose head to rip off first, but finally lands on Melanie. "You dirty bitch!" Mistress Lorraine yells as she grabs the necklace from Melanie, and with some slight resistance pulls the necklace from Melanie's grasp. With a swift swipe of Mistress Lorraine's hand and a loud clapping noise, Melanie crumples to the ground from the powerful slap given by Mistress Lorraine. Mistress Lorraine beckons the two strangely dressed women on her sides to detain Melanie as she turns her head to you. "You! Come here now!" she shouts. You slowly walk over, not sure what to do. "Well, don't you look dressed up and ready to go on an adventure? Possibly down into the caves with this traitor?" Mistress Lorraine says, pointing at Melanie. You stand speechless. Mistress Lorraine looks at you for a moment, waiting for a response, but after realizing she will not receive one, she continues. "I cannot tolerate such heinous actions against the Coven, especially when the action is perpetrated by one of our very own." Melanie speaks up. "That necklace is evil, and so are you. It's changing you, mutating you. You're not my mistress anymore." Mistress Lorraine turns around and with fury slaps Melanie even harder, this time sending Melanie into sobs. Mistress Lorraine paces back and forth for a few moments and then looks back at you. "You! Put that sword I gave you to good use and kill Melanie. If you do, I will restore your memory, and that'll just be the start of it. I will reward you greatly." Melanie looks at you with dread etched on her face and screams, "No, no, please!" What will you do? A tremendous decision stands in front of you. Will you do as Mistress Lorraine says and kill Melanie to regain your memory and whatever other treasures Mistress Lorraine may have in store for you? Or will you refuse and attack Mistress Lorraine and try to save Melanie? If you have any other ideas, you best use your wit, because this is indeed a very dangerous situation. The choice is yours. Leave a comment either on this YouTube video or on the YouTube short that will come out tomorrow to have your voices heard. This is a major decision, so I highly encourage all to make a decision. See you in the next episode of The Secrets of Einmeijer Swamp.